Go. Hey, everybody. We are back for episode 23 of Up Your Experience podcast. And that's right. I said we. It's not just me, BlaiseMcBaine, this week. We have a co host, SirBossAlot, with us. I'm just going to call
Hey,
him
it's
boss
me, the
because that's a lot to
guy.
say.
I'm here.
If
What's
you'd
up?
like to go check out the blooper reel before the episode, there's a lot of funnies. A lot of funnies.
Oh, we were very giggly
Yeah,
before this.
if you want to know how much I can screw up recording a podcast, there's a lot that you can do.
It's a very surprising amount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have the website muted. You didn't even know it was muted, so you can't hear your co-host. Um, you can put the wrong episode title down. You can leave it under the wrong game title on Twitch. There was other things too. I can't even remember all of them at this point. I just
I can't
know
either.
there were a variety of them. Um, a degree of which was not okay. Oh no, we left out the best one. I
Uh,
decided to test out the multi-track recording for me and Boss, and it only
oh yeah.
records on stereo. So you would if you're listening on headphones, you'd hear me out of the left ear, but hear Boss out of the right ear. I
Yeah.
think that's disorienting, but
And a
I,
little bit creepy because we're
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know,
in your ears, yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I told Boss to just start talking, and immediately cut him off with this lovely sound. Hold on. As like I'm a turkey. Just in the middle of his sentence, he's like, "I can talk Magic the Gathering," and immediate went, ended it, ended his time, and that was the
And
moment
then
he
we were
knew.
like laughing for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the moment he knew that he messed up.
Yeah.
uh, but let's get on to some games, boss. What have you been playing
Yeah.
lately, man? Because I know you uninstalled Smite, so we don't got to talk about
Yeah.
that.
um, New World open beta was this weekend, and that was a lot of
Mm,
fun.
New World.
Um, Honestly, I like graphics wise, the game felt like a lot worse. It felt like more stuttery on frames,
A lot of people said that.
but um, other than that, it was fun. I think fixing those like stuttery frames, the game's pretty much ready to come out. As long as they keep updating it and like doing bug fixes and stuff, I think it's perfectly fine to come out.
Yeah, I think it comes out on the 28th. So what, 15 days? Like almost literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Um, and that was a complaint by a lot of people. Was like that there
yeah.
was like a large frame drop.
Hmm.
But I played to like level 10 just to see like some of the changes and how it felt. I thought it felt better.
Yeah.
So that's a positive.
They supposedly they increased all XP gains except town board, which is what people use to like power level, and they actually decreased some of the XP values for those quests.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. And like I think during the I saw some people that, I mean, like hardcore grinded and they got to like level 43, which is
Yeah,
insane.
it is
Um
really crazy. Like that was a 4 day beta.
yeah. But I will say we watched some dungeons last night. We watched Dilbo Dabkins
Yeah,
do some dungeons last night. He was having a rough way to
yeah.
go
He
cuz he
did
was under
the
level. But
yeah he did the level 25 dungeon, which is the Amrine expedition.
and it looks sick. Um and if you haven't checked him out, he does a bunch of MMO content all the time. He just got like Twitch partner, and he has been like on the grind, puts out a bunch of good stuff. So go check him out. I've been watching him play a variety of different MMOs over the past like 2 or 3 weeks, and some of them I didn't even know about until seeing him play them. So
Mm.
that's been kind of sick. Have you been playing anything else?
Um, Not really too much. I did reinstall Dungeon Defenders 2, which has been a really fun chill game.
Dude, I played Dungeon Defenders 1 and loved that game
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
it's really fun.
I have not really touched Dungeon Defenders 2,
2
but
has a lot more character variety, and I think it has some better level design.
interesting. I might have to go check it out at some point. I think Because like that one's not the free to play one, right? Isn't there a
Uh,
free to play one?
no,
I don't
Dungeon
remember.
Defenders 2 is free to play.
Okay, no.
Dungeon Defenders Awakened is $20.
Okay, maybe I got them confused. Is Awaken newer?
Yeah, Awakened's newer.
Okay, I don't know. Those games are super fun because it's like tower defense, but you're third person playing in it, and that just feels cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Orcs Must Die. I don't know if you ever played that. That game's sick
Yeah,
too.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Those games are always super fun.
Yeah, they are.
All right, well, I'll hop into my games real quick, and then we got a variety of things we can kind of talk about this week as far as like gaming topics.
Yeah.
So I've been playing For the King. Never played it before. I watched a couple streamers play it. Interesting game, very chill. It's like you take turns, so like you have up to 3 players, and you can play single player, but you have like 3 characters to control at that point. And like it's turn based. You have like a class. You can get item drops, upgrade your characters. Like very RPG heavy.
Ooh.
I did like a little test run by myself for like 5 or 10 minutes just to see what the game was like, and I was like, oh, this is sick. And then I found out Kenny had it, so I ran it with Kenny, and I took suggestions on what our character's name should be because Kenny was Kenny, obviously. And then I made Vio as a hunter, who is avid listener and watcher of the stream. And then I decided that my character's name was up to chat, and Liani said that his name should be Kevin. So I role played Kevin. Oh my god, who was a blacksmith that was slippity slapping peeps with hammers, which is pretty sick. And then Vio was on his hunter, and like my favorite thing is if you hit a perfect roll on the hunter class, sometimes they'll look away and do like a no shot, like a no sight shot.
Oh.
And it's just funny. It's super cool. But I did some like role play where I was doing like an accent and everything for Kevin, having a good time. Then I played weekly Yu-Gi-Oh with Kenny and got stomped, so that was fun.
That sounds about right.
I was
with Kenny.
Yeah, I got a card out that was gonna swing for 5K, and then he killed it, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
What was it? Mirror Force?
I don't remember, dude. Who knows? I was just like moving on because we're doing like a draft thing each week. But, But it's terrible for me because I opened 10 packs last week and didn't get a single card I could put in my deck. I was like, oh, okay. Speaking of which, I need to do my 10 packs this week.
Yeah. So is it just like 10 packs from any set, or
no? So like he asked somebody to pick a random set, and like then we open 10 packs from that set. So
okay,
now it's like now it's like actual Magic.
Okay. So
in the sense of like
draft.
Yeah, like before he had me go through like a bajillion sets and draft a card from each pack, which is like A, super daunting, and B, really hard to make a deck from.
Yeah.
And then now we do it from like if I win, I only get 5 packs and he gets 10. But like now I can actually be like, oh hey, I can actually go into like Elemental Hero because I'll be able to get more than 2 Elemental Hero cards or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean that part's nice. It was just really frustrating at first. Especially because the site we used, apparently Firefox doesn't load the web pages for like 45 seconds. I think you were in call with me when I was like drafting.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it took me like 4 hours to draft a whole deck. I found out if you load it up on Chrome, it takes like less than a second to load.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it just works. So that's nice. Figured that out way too late into the game, but that's okay. I know it now. I did play more For the King on Tuesday night, but this time I played with Gilly and Embright since Kenny was going to sleep. And I made a new character named Kevon, who is Kevin's brother. He is also a blacksmith, but apparently terribly slow. Because my rolls, I rolled like consistently 2 to 3 space moves the whole entire time until turn before I got off, which I rolled a 5 finally. The good news is he really likes to use an ability called Steadfast, which allows me to block. So
that's good.
That's sick. But you know, he's slow.
So what do you is it like D&D where you roll like a D20 or like a
So,
D10
like,
depending on what your ability set is, or
you don't ever see the roll yourself. Like, so basically, like, you have like
oh, so
kind
it's
of
like
like
a
these,
random number generator.
yeah, in a way, like you have like, so movement wise, you have like 5 movement possibilities. Like, I think as a base, and then it rolls to say like yes or like pass or fail on the movement.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I mean,
gotcha.
it's very interesting in that regard. But movement wise, I
Yeah.
was getting really screwed. I told him it's because I was carrying them, and that really just made me feel better. Um,
And then worse, but you know.
yeah, and then worse because I was completely useless and making it forever. For us to do quests was taking forever because I took so long to move across the map.
Oh no.
Let's see. I started playing some mid and smite because I got told I might need to sub for mid,
Yep.
and I, you know, it went pretty bad the first few games I played
Yes.
mid, and then I played hell, and that went pretty well, and we won that game.
Yeah.
The games before
And then
that,
you
it was me die, so that the team could win the fight, and that feels good.
Yeah.
Then we played some assaults. I got Merlin, and they surrendered at 10 minutes, and that felt really good.
Yeah.
And then,
Merlin's always
oh
fun.
yeah, I had a person BM me for dying as Alma twice at the beginning of assault, telling me to quit feeding, and I said okay bye, because I was gonna mute them, and they're like enjoy the ban, and I was like, for what?
What?
And I proceeded to. I think I almost like had a better kill death assist ratio than them. And
Yeah.
at the end of the game, Gilly goes, "Yeah, imagine feeding," or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then I hopped on New World beta on Thursday night and almost fell asleep in my chair chopping down trees. And then I played mid in a AGL set for
Yeah,
the
do we want
Asgard
to talk
Academy
about
team.
that?
The other team was really good. That's the most positive thing I have to say. Actually, let me rephrase that. The most positive thing I have to say about it is that Gilly and Guy played extremely well in duo lane. And then from mid over, it was just bad.
It was.
Like game 1, we were getting invaded at our back camps on the second speed spawn. And I tried to alleviate that. I was in no position to be doing that. I was like Morgan Le Fay and having a really bad time. We lost that game pretty handily. And then game 2, we actually made some really good plays and had a chance to win the game, I think. But after the play where we didn't get Phoenix on the left side by bat split pushing, we just lost the game. We made too many bad plays, and like in 30 seconds. So like we made the best in 30 seconds. We made the best plays for us to possibly win the game. And the next 30 seconds, we completely threw the game.
Yeah. Like that was such a good firefight too. Like you guys had so many opportunities, and like as long as Artio didn't back, you guys get the Phoenix there.
Yeah.
And it's so unfortunate that things went the way they did.
And I chased out the Artio and Rama, but I had to split, and I decided to go for Rama because I thought that was the worst case scenario to go back. And then it just didn't pan out well. The other frustrating part is I dropped a Gold Fury spawn, and a whatchamacallit?
FG steal, right?
Yeah, an FG steal as well, which was super duper frustrating.
Yeah, I don't even like blame you for either of those though, because like the FG steal, that was perfectly timed. It was just unfortunate that they out DPS'd it, or you like did it a millisecond too early or something like that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And then the Gold Fury, I don't know if I personally would have gone for that steal either way.
Oh, it was not a good look. It was a really bad idea. But at that point I was like, well, what's the options here?
That's true. You either let him get it and snowball with it, or you put up some kind of a fight and maybe steal it and die for it.
Like it was just one of those things. Like no matter which way it goes, like it's a bad time. So I just have to make the best of the situation. I showed up like the Gold Fury. Still, what was frustrating about it is if I just trust my senses, I think I get it. And I
Probably.
decided to wait because like their DPS was like really weird on the health bar, and then they got it instead.
Yeah.
Um, I ended stream after that to go spend time with the wife, and then I got back on for nighttime queues, and I queued assault with Gilly, Kenny, and Bats, and we had a heck of a good time. The best time was, and you got to see this on stream, was Bats was Neja, and I was the Morgan in assault, and I was like, okay, Bats, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take someone up, and then I'm gonna take them up too afterwards. And we
Yeah.
killed this Uller I think 5 times by taking him on the roller coaster.
Keep in mind that this was the plan after they did it the first time because they did it the first time out of complete happenstance.
Yeah, I saw him take Uller up, and I was like, oh, he's not gonna die from that. So I turned into Neja, ulted him back up, and
Then
killed
took
him.
him back up.
And then he got back, and as soon as my ult was off cooldown, we did it again.
He did it again. Yep.
And then he respawned, and as soon as my ult was off cooldown, we did it again. And then we did it to I think it was
Morgan,
their Morgan. We did it to their Morgan twice, and then we did it to their Uller again. And at the in-game lobby, he's like, "Man, I'm really glad to know that I was a threat." So at least he was like, I mean, obviously it was upsetting for him, but like he was a good sport about it, so that was good.
Yeah.
And then I decided to do random game night, which is not something I do. I decided to play like a bunch of random games.
I saw that, yeah.
And I've tried out this game called Vampire Masquerade Blood Hunt, and it's a battle royale. Yeah, it is called Blood Hunt, but it's from the Vampire Masquerade series, so I feel like I should mention that. Really interesting BR. Kind of reminds me of Hyperscape, and if you took Realm Royale and put them together.
Really?
Like it's third person. There's different so there's 3 different I guess classes, and then each one has 2 subclasses. And so like you have like the assassin type that can like go invis for like a little bit, but then there's one that uses like sonar and bats to like track people. And then there's the other one that uses like mines in order to like cause like it blows up, does damage, but also like blinds them.
That's interesting.
It is actually pretty fun. I'm really enjoying it. There's actually melee combat in it too. And then when you down somebody, you have the option of like grabbing them and sucking their life force out to heal yourself. But you can also go like blood hunt humans for like cooldowns on your abilities or extra damage, melee damage, and different stuff. Like there's like special ones, but you can't get caught while sucking their blood, because if you do, you get blood hunted for 50 seconds to a minute, where you're visible to everybody on the map.
Ooh.
So really cool concept. I had a fun time playing.
That is a really cool concept, yeah.
I've not won a game yet, but that's okay. Then I played some Hunt the Showdown, and I was like showing off that, and it's funny because like I played like a regular match to show it off, and then I played a quick play match. I have not won a single game on that game. I've only played it a little bit. Went to the quick play match, and I was hitting like every shot. Like some guy took a shot at me, and I peeked the corner and immediately headshot him, and I was like, oh, this feels nice. It's kind of like westerny if you haven't played it, but I like to think of like it's Tarkov but easier. Like
that's interesting,
because like you have a character, there's not like this fear of losing your loot every time you go in. You can also spawn in as like a random character, and if you win, you get to keep it. It's pretty cool. And like you're looking for like these portals per se that you have to close, because like there's all these like demonic forces on the map. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I played it a couple years ago and I couldn't really get into it, but I've tried it again recently, and like I think the game's better and my PC's better, so it seems better.
That works.
And then I've been playing Curse of the Dead Gods, and that game is a really good roguelike. A really good roguelike.
It's a roguelike.
Yeah, so like I'm at tier 1 right now of the temple, and if you beat 2 of the levels, you unlock tier 2, which is you have to redo all level 1 and then do level 2 and get to the boss and win, which I did. and then I died at the boss and was super sad. Because
Aw.
every 100 curse you receive, you get a curse on you. And if you get up to 5 curses, I got a really fun one the other night. That my 5th curse made it to where I took damage consistently on, like, I was taking like 1 damage a second, and I was in a
Oh,
boss
like a
fight,
dot
and
damage.
that was literally why I lost. Like, I had the boss under, like, I think I had it like 33% health when I died. I was just
Oh,
frustrated.
that's so unfortunate.
But I have gotten through all the level 1 stuff to work on unlocking like some different weapons and stuff. It is a
Yeah,
really
that
cool game, and it's on Game Pass for free.
nice. That kind of sounds like Enter the Gungeon. I played the crap out of Enter the Gungeon
I've played Enter the Gungeon a
for
little
a
bit, and that
while.
game's super good. I need to actually go back
It
and like
it really
actually finish it
is.
out. But like that game is well designed too. I don't know. I just really like
Yeah,
roguelikes right now.
yeah, roguelikes are really good.
Which I guess, like, speaking of roguelikes, have you heard of Deathloop?
Yes,
Okay, I
Deathloops looks such a good PS5 game.
thought it was coming out next month, coming out
Hmm.
tomorrow, and I'm probably
Oh,
gonna pre-order
really?
it tonight. And I'm probably gonna stream it because I was reading about it and I didn't realize like it's a full single player experience.
Yeah, it is.
Like I kept getting like multiplayer vibes from it, and apparently, like from what I was reading, is like so like it has like a morning, noon, and night cycle. There might be 4 cycles. I'm not sure. Um,
Yeah.
but like your goal is to like find your 8 targets, and like you won't be able to get them all the first day. But like slowly
Hmm.
but surely, like you're doing this investigation to try to figure out like how to get them in the same area so you can get all 8 in a day.
Yeah.
And like that seems really cool. But you can also play as one of the people you're after, and like you can
Mm.
hunt the main character like Dark Souls style.
Oh, that's sick.
So I might be streaming that. It just seems too cool not to get.
Yeah.
And it's made by Arcane Studios, and they did like Dishonored and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So those are good
Yeah, from what I
games.
saw, I think they showed it off at the when they announced the PlayStation 5, they announced like all the exclusives for it
Yeah,
and stuff, and that was on the list.
and I
Or it
never
might it
like
might not have been exclusive, but
no, it was. It's a console exclusive. It's coming out for PC too. Um
mm,
but yeah, I only ever saw like the basic trailer. I never saw like actual gameplay footage, but now
actual gameplay, yeah.
I'm like really intrigued.
Yeah.
Um and then so like yesterday I played with Fro, Depp, and then Key from the Bot G community, and
Hmm.
we did some cooldown runneth over. And I got
I was
Hoi
wondering if you're gonna bring this up.
yeah, I got Hoi the first game, popped off. I think I died like 2 or 3 times. I had like a ton of kills. Then I played full damage Jing Chen.
Yeah.
Never have I ever blown up a Ratatasker faster in my life. Like, dude was not having a good time. But then here comes the quintessential moment of Smite.
Yep. Here we go.
I am a Vamana. And I don't remember who everybody else was, but we had a Persephone on our team. And this Persephone decides to be super toxic in the mode of the day. Okay? You're a special person if you're
Yeah.
being toxic in mode of the day. So I think we lose by like maybe a couple tickets. And the next game we load in, and oh, look who's on the enemy team, the Persephone. And this time they're on set. And we have a agreement with our 4-man, and we said something to our random like, yo, just so you know, like we are focusing this set. And the first goal was to see could we make set die 10 times. And I will Sylvanas. I think Fro was Chang'e. Depp was, I don't remember who Depp was. Who was Depp? We had like 3 healers. It was just absolutely miserable for them. And we got to 10 kills. And I was like, yo, do you think we can get him to 20? And we killed him 21 times. And then at the in-game lobby, someone on his team was like, imagine blaming your team when you got killed the most by far. And I was like, imagine blaming your team for when you're the one toxic last game. Sorry, you guys had to witness this. But karmic justice.
Yeah.
Karmic justice. Along with that, I did a game of what is that? It's called like Eternal Return or something like that. It's some like MOBA-esque battle royale. I've watched Zombie Slicer play a little bit. He's been trying to get a solo win, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna boot this game up and see if I can get a solo win. And I played the cook character, and I got a solo win, and I logged off. So
Yeah.
fun times, fun times. That's all my games though. That was a long time, but we talked about some other stuff in there, so I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Along with that, we got some gaming topics to talk about. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I have been on my Haas kick. All right, this is 3 episodes in a row that Haas is making the headlines. Shout out to Haas, for now following me and others, and also including fun names, which is sometimes words you say on your stream will end up in the Haas's name. Like I think I said eyes the other day, and there was Haas eyes in my chat. Followed me. Thanks, dude. Or Haas wins. Right, just all sorts of fun ones. I think they all got deleted out of my history because I banned them, so I can't see all their lovely names. But the Haas bot continues to bot Twitch out of its mind and be a toxic jerk.
Yeah, it's like a plague.
So I don't know. I've said it 2 weeks ago. I was much more in depth last week. Haas needs to go.
He does.
I don't know where, but just not here.
Yes. Preferably to the abyss,
Yeah,
where he belongs.
yeah. Preferably just not coming back.
Yeah. Just wiped from existence.
Yeah, if I don't have to see another Haas follow, I'd be okay with that. One thing I didn't include in last week's like little like tutorial was when you're offline, you might want to put your chat in emote only, because if the Haas bots can follow you and then start spamming doxed information, racial issue, like all sorts of stuff, and you can actually get your channel banned because
for
of
offline chat.
For offline chat. Not gonna get into that because that's a whole other, like, I have no words for.
Yeah, so set your
moment.
chats to emote only or sub only.
Yeah. Just do emote only. Because even sub only, I feel like you're at a risk.
Yeah.
You get one angry sub and who knows.
That's true.
So I don't know. That's my weekly shout out about Haas, dude.
Yeah, he's a character.
What a guy. The other thing is, and this is just I saw a little tweet yesterday. I mentioned this to Boss.
Yeah.
And our man Wraithyn, if you don't know him, Big man Wraithyn streams a bunch of Smite. Used to be an Olympian for the prior 2 years, before deciding not to do it this year. And he tweeted out that he had been talking to a rap producer about getting some DMCA beats, some rap beats on some instrumentals and stuff for streamers. And that's super sick.
Yeah, he's going to release them for every streamer. And they're going to be DMCA approved. I
am going to be using those.
Yes, sir.
So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to check out Wraithyn. It is WRAITHYN. You can find him on Twitter under that name. You can find him on Twitch under that name. Super chill guy. Nice guy. If you ever have questions, he's always willing to help out. Like, I mean, he'll answer stuff about streaming setups, like things you should look at to do improve your stream. He'll talk Smite with you. I mean, he's always super nice. So
yeah,
just want to make sure to mention that. So our first 2 things have been things to mention per se, and now we'll kind of get into some funnies. The meat. So yesterday morning, I left this out of my games. I woke up and I said to myself, after I made the kids breakfast and made ate and all that good stuff, I said, I need to get to level 100 in my Fortnite Battle Pass and get this stupid Superman outfit, because I play Fortnite just to chill, but I like to have the items. And little did I know that I knew the live event was yesterday, but once the live event happened, you weren't able to log back in. So luckily I hit
Oh.
level 100. I did miss the live event, but I went back and watched it, and the live event was super sick. I think I sent it to Boss, but I don't know. Did we watch it, or did I just tell you about all of it?
I think you just told me about all of it. The cubes are back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the
Um,
story of like
yeah,
what happens in the live event, besides the fact that Kevin the Cube is back. All right.
and
Not
there's
only
multiple.
and not only was Kevin the Cube back, we killed Kevin the Cube, and then we rebooted Kevin the Cube, and then we go to blow up the alien ship, and there's Kevin cubes everywhere.
Yep.
There's a billion Kevins.
Kevin clones.
Yes, Kevin's everywhere. And the ship blows up, and out go the Kevins. And now on the Fortnite island, there is Kevin galore. Kevin's here, Kevin's there, Kevin's everywhere.
Yep.
It seems like we're gonna get some like interesting stuff. I booted up a match before the episode just to see what it was about, like see where the story is and everything. And I laughed because Vio goes, I posted the live event yesterday. I was like, man, Fortnite does such a good job on their story. And Vio goes, wait, there's a story? And I was like, yeah, man. Like they
You know, I don't blame him.
I don't either. But they actually do a really good job of
They
like their
do,
storytelling,
yeah.
which is so weird.
It's-
Um,
they have really good animations for it too.
yeah, and their events are always really good too. Like, their events are outstanding.
Yeah.
Like
And then
another
they just
company
have, like,
couldn't
a-
pull that off.
And then they just kind of have like a really cringe player base.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the real true problem is that the player base is cringe. But like, what other company does live events as good as them or crossovers as good as them? And the answer is none.
Yeah.
Like the idea of crossovers, like it existed before Fortnite, but Fortnite does it on a whole other level compared to anybody else.
Yeah. For sure.
And I think they're a major reason for the cross-platform like change. Like they are the reason cross-platform has been pushed as far as it has.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can agree on that.
I don't know. A lot of people hate on Fortnite, but I do think there's a lot of like good things about it. I enjoy just
Yeah.
playing it, like just like when me and you were playing it, like just chilling. Like we're
Yeah.
getting dubs from time to time, but and the good news is I don't have to worry about stupid alien ships anymore, because
have to
that
worry
actually
about
caused us to go to
Kevin
ranked.
monsters.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with Kevin monsters, dude,
This is true.
because I can shoot those and they die.
Yeah.
The fact that alien ships regenerated was a terrible
Yeah.
design idea.
It really was. Yeah, I feel
Um,
like Fortnite's one of those games where it's like hate the player base, not the game. Because like the game itself is very well put together. It's just the player base full of sweats and small children are very cringe.
Yeah, I think the
And
fact
it's not
that
very fun to play.
casuals were made to be so like they have skill based matchmaking for casuals
Yeah.
is weird to me. Like
It is weird. Yeah.
I understand why it exists, but like I don't think it needs to be as heavily balanced as it is.
Yeah.
But I will say like I think the game overall is fun to play. Like I enjoy playing it from time to time.
Yeah.
We did hop in to see the new like beginning story again. You can go check that part out. But there are Kevin cubes everywhere, and along with the Kevin cubes, I wanted to load in the map and see what changed. And we saw that there's these like giant spheres that are random. They spawn at random points on the map. There is no building in the spheres, which I'm 100% about.
And you also, from what I saw, you can't shoot out of them.
No, you can't shoot out of them, and you can't shoot into them. So I think that makes some really interesting dynamics as far
It
as like
does.
playing it. Now the problem is there's these monsters inside the cubes or these spheres. So like you don't want to just spawn in the spheres. That's what we learned during our short test. But I do think it's gonna have some interesting gameplay elements. They also brought back, I don't remember what those things are called, the wind tunnel things for transportation.
Oh, I think they were just called wind tunnels. Yeah.
Maybe they were, I don't know, but they brought that back. So I always liked that mechanic of being able to like quickly move around an area.
Yeah.
So that's cool. They brought this like minigun back. And there's several other things. I don't know. It seemed interesting from the little bit I played. I'm curious what the
Yeah.
different color cubes do because we saw a yellow cube. So
Yeah, we saw the Sigma Kevin.
yeah, we've seen
He's
yellow
gold.
Kevin or gold Kevin. We've seen blue Kevin and purple Kevin, which purple Kevin's the OG. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Curious to see what happens. I do think they do a good job telling their story, and I do think overall it is interesting. Along with that, was there something else I wanted to mention there? Oh, do you want to talk some Magic the Gathering, or no?
Do we?
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
I don't know. We could get lost in the sauce talking about that.
I mean, we could. You can talk about some goblins, dude, if you want.
Oh, do we talk about the goblins? Okay.
I think we had to at least talk about the goblins.
The goblins. Yeah.
The insert goblin noises there.
Anyways, yeah. So for those of you who don't know what MTG is, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. It's like a table card playing card game.
It's just better, by the way. That's what we forgot to leave out there.
Yeah.
It's for people that really play card games.
Yeah, like are into it because these cards cost a lot. If you want to make a good deck. And there's a format in Magic called EDH, which is basically you have one legendary creature as your main, creature. And then you make 99 other cards that do not share a card name with each other. And that's your deck. So it's a 100 card singleton deck. And so I have a goblin one, and my commander basically just taps and doubles the amount of goblins I have. So I have that, and then something that I get to deal damage to someone, equal to the amount of basically goblins I have. So if I have 40 goblins, and keep in mind you start with 40 HP in this mode, that person just kind of dies, just insta kill.
Yeah.
So that's really fun and interactive.
Yeah, EDH is like you took Magic and it has endless possibilities. It's
It
how
really
I like to think about it. Like the amount of things you can pull off in EDH is insane.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it beforehand before the episode. But like MTG Arena is the like electric or I guess like computer format, mobile format of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And dude, I wish EDH was on there.
Yeah.
But goblins,
yeah.
dude, they're so good.
They really are. Like paired with certain spells. I was gonna put Perforos in there, and that basically just like donks everyone for one whenever a creature enters the battlefield.
Oh my god, dude.
So that could be fun.
Spawns 40 goblins, 40 bonks for everybody, dude.
The funny thing is is like his weapon is a hammer. So he would literally be bonking everyone on the head until they're dead.
Oh my god, dude.
It'd be funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
But all right, you got anything else you want to add on to that? Or you just want to stop with that? Because we offended Kenny at this point when I said it's the real card game.
Kenny's entitled to his wrong opinion. That's fine.
Okay. As long as we got that cleared up, we're good to go. Okay. Well, we have a random question of the week.
We do.
Brought to you by
I feel like this
Enbright.
is gonna get heated real quick.
Nah, it'll be fun. Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
It ends. We're just screaming at each other. This is brought to you by Enbright, and it says, "What is the best kind of Pop-Tart?" So the question is, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I don't know. Do you want to do a coin flip for it?
Nah, I'll just go first if that's the case.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have it between two.
Okay.
All right, first of all, cookies and cream. Oh no, three. I got it between three.
Okay.
Cookies and cream is number 3.
That's solid.
All right, it's a good Pop-Tart. Kind of tastes like an Oreo, but on the go.
Yeah.
You know, nothing bad about it. 2 is the cinnamon roll Pop-Tart.
That one I've never had.
Oh, dude, it's so good because like it doesn't have a lot of frosting. So like it's like if you have a plain Pop-Tart and then they did like they have like the white like it goes back and forth like the zigzag like they do on the some of the frosted ones, but that's it.
Yeah, like the toaster strudel sauce basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 3, the chocolate chip Pop-Tarts. That's number 1.
Ooh, I've heard those are really good.
Number 1's chocolate chip because here's the thing, you can eat it as it is or you can like put it in the fridge or freeze it and they're delicious.
Yeah, that's solid.
So that's my opinion. But number 1, chocolate chip.
Yeah. Yeah. For the cinnamon one, I don't think that would fit into my palate because I just don't like the taste of cinnamon for some reason.
I love cinnamon. It's a problem.
I don't know why, but like, unless it's like certain things and like you only put like a certain amount of cinnamon in it, like I can't have anything too overpowering that has cinnamon in it, or else I just like.
So you're not hitting up Cinnabon, is what I'm hearing.
No, sir. No, sirree.
Oh my god.
But Kenny actually said the Pop-Tart I was gonna choose, which is s'mores. The s'mores Pop-Tart is really good.
I haven't had it, but I would imagine that it's good.
Yeah, so like the outside is supposed to be the graham cracker, and then inside you have like chocolate and like marshmallow filling.
Interesting.
And it's really nice.
Interesting. All right, here's the other question. This is the more important question. How do you eat your Pop-Tarts? Like, do you heat them up in the toaster? Do you eat them as they are? Or do you, like, put them in, like, the fridge or something and cool them down?
So, I don't put them in the fridge, but I did a mix of both putting them in the toaster and just eating them as they are.
Sorry, I just read the funniest thing in the chat.
Yeah, I see it.
Brown sugar cinnamon is okay up until your 21st birthday, then you must retire it. Oh. So I have never toasted a Pop-Tart, and I never will. Like, I just can't get by the idea of, like, throwing them in the toaster and heating them up.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't sound good to me.
For some of them, it's actually really good because, like, the filling inside gets, like, melty and almost, like, you know, flowy. So, like, if you're doing, like, maybe the chocolate chip one and, like, the chocolate filling in there gets melty, it's actually really good.
I'm sure it is. But, I don't want it, though. That just sounds bad.
Yeah.
Like, if I go to get coffee in the mornings sometimes, and they'll be like, I'll get, like, a chocolate muffin, and they're like, oh, do you want it heated up? I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, muffins are just weird.
Like, but it's the same thing if I go to, like,
heat up a muffin?
Yeah, or if you go to Starbucks, they'll be like, oh, do you want your coffee cake heated? No. I want it as it is. Because now you've, like...
coffee cake, it makes sense, because, like, you're eating it with your coffee, so your coffee's hot, so why does the coffee cake need to be hot?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. But, like, they'll want to microwave weird stuff, man. Like, you order a brownie, like, oh, do you want your brownie heated up? No, bro.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So, I don't know. Like, I always get that. I find that interesting that, like, I had a student last year that literally, he talked about, like, he would eat tons of Pop-Tarts, but, like, he'd be like, yeah, I always toast them. It's like, no shot.
Yeah.
No shot. Maybe I'll try it one day, but I just can't get the idea of, like, no.
Yeah.
No.
They're, like, half meant to be toasted, but they've also made Pop-Tart bites, which are meant to be frozen and eaten. So I think they're trying to, like, do both of best worlds.
I guess. All right. I'm not doing Suave's question, which was what are the top 5 favorite Suavage and Liani moments.
Do we
followed by goated question, like... my number 1 is how humble I am.
Do we want to do like this is a filler one,
Nah, I had because
and
I
we
had to.
just do like our favorite
I don't even know if I have a.
moment?
I don't even know what my favorite suave moment would be.
I have a favorite suave
All
moment.
right, I'll let you go. I'll see if I can think of something.
All right. So me and Suave were chilling in a Discord call, and I kid you not, this guy is over here looking at voice changer apps, and the guy he gets this one and immediately goes for the girl voice changer mod
Oh god.
and just starts like saying the dumbest shit ever. And there's like this is like an actual like he had to pay for this. And it
Oh
was
no.
so like it was the stupidest like 2-3 hours of my life just sitting in the call with him listening to him using different voice changer mods and saying the dumbest shit in them possible.
Dude, I'd get so mad at him because like I'd be like on stream and he would like turn on the demon voice and
Yeah, you would.
he'd be like Blaze, and I'm like, do not.
Yeah.
I will
I
remove you
remember
from this
he
call.
didn't he do that for a podcast episode once?
I think so, yeah. I legitimately figured out how to use voice meter banana, so I didn't have to deal with that shenanigans. Like you do that all you want, bro. No one can hear you.
Hey, then something good came out of it. You learned how to use a new program.
Yay. It was only like a headache, I don't know, for like 30 minutes. Oh, dude, I don't know.
uh,
I can't. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's like some like funny comp moment that we've had, because like when we were
yeah.
in like duo lane, like shenanigans would happen, but you know, I don't know. Oh, but anyway, I think that's all I got, man. You got any shout outs you want to do?
Um, not really.
All
No.
right, I have one. Shout out to that set. 21 deaths is an accomplishment. Don't let it get you down.
Oh yeah. Okay, if we're gonna do shoutouts like that, I was playing MTG Arena last night. I was playing standard, and I was playing my Thassa deck, which I can like blink stuff in and out of my field for like ETB effects,
Oh my god.
and I blinked this one legendary creature that like lets it basically forces him to put 3 cards in his hand into a pile. Or 2 piles. One pile goes to my hand, and the other pile goes to exile.
Oh my god, dude.
And he put 3 cards in the same pile. So I'm like, yoink, these are mine. Uh, and then killed him with his own card. So shout
Oh
out to that guy
no.
because he board wiped, and then I had a creature that whenever a creature dies, it burns him for 1 damage.
Oh my
So he literally
god.
just kind of killed himself, and then I finished him off with his own card. So shout out to that guy.
All right. Well, that's how we're into the episode week. See y'all later. Bye.
Yeah.
Do you want to say bye, or are we just leaving it with just me?
I don't know.
Oh my god, dude.
Bye, I
All
guess.
right.
Later.
Bye. Oh my god.
Scuffed cast.
Oh. All right. Bye, peeps.